What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I must cover, the time is here to cover the reaction of Anthony Joshua and what he had to say about Jarrell Miller's failed drug tests. Okay? Plural. So, he went on to say, he was quiet for the last 3 or 4 days. Like he always is. He really didn't, he kind of sat back and watched. He said that he didn't really have a lot, a trash talk to say about Jarrell Miller, but he had to state that karma is a bitch. I'm paraphrasing. He said karma's a bitch. What goes around comes around. And when you say these things about certain fighters, you have to make sure that you are clean yourself. And that's what happened. He also went on to say, like, hey, that Jarrell Miller, all the trash talk he talked, he wasn't showing, good character. And he didn't do it by hard work, which, you can't respect that at the end of the day. And I have to agree with him. You can't. Jarrell Miller, instead of doing it the right way, he decided to cheat. Everyone knows that. But Joshua also stated that you have to be a better role model when you present yourself in any category, and Jarrell Miller doesn't belong in the same ring as him anyway, or any other heavyweight right now, and again, he doesn't want to kick him while he's down, but he made the wrong decision, and he feels that the sanctioning bodies will make the right decision on whatever they plan to do with Jarrell Miller. So basically AJ just, left it in the hands of the sanctioning bodies and let that be. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, all right, it is what it is. But he will be continued with whoever the opponent is. He'll put his chin down and be ready to slug it out with whoever. He's been sparring. He's constantly focused. He mentioned that in the video. And he really kind of didn't... You could tell he was pissed off about it, like, as far as this trash talk, okay? And the irony of him failing the test was just, hey, the revealing factor of all the trash talk. But it started with the trash talk. Now, had Miller not talked all that shit, we know it wouldn't have been what it would have been. You know what I mean? But let's look at it like this, guys. Maybe, just maybe, Jarrell Miller saved himself from the ass whooping of his life. You know what I mean? Because I remember, this reminds me of a fight between Benny the Kid Paret and Emil Griffin. Back in the day, guys. And the Kid Paret used to talk a lot of shit towards Emil Griffin. I mean, he talked so much shit because Emil Griffin is gay or bisexual or whatever, and he used to call him a maricon because, Paret was from Cuba. So he used to, hey, yeah, you're a maricon, you're a cocksucker and all this, and said all these slanders, all these gay slanders towards Emil Griffin. Now, mind you, Emil Griffin wasn't even known to be a power puncher. And he was just a good boxer, a decent boxer. He was one of the best at the time. But he got into the ring. And when coming into the ring with Emil Griffin, he doesn't know that Paret, didn't know that he set a stem or lit a stem to a fucking dynamite stick. And that dynamite stick cost him his life because the Kid Paret never got out of that ring. And, we didn't have those type of blood tests back then. Of course, we didn't have these type of chemicals and shit running around neither, to be fair. But, there was an altercation with Emil Griffin getting him into the corner and welling his head in the back of a corner post. And then basically the problem was done from the punching his head behind and then the head hitting that corner post. And He did that I don't know how many times. That is a ref's call, but think about it. Cognitively, Emil Griffin knew there's a fucking head, there's a corner post back there that he's hitting, knocking this guy's head into. But that's what happens when you're enraged. You know, you're pissed off. You know, it's like temporary chaos at that point. Yeah, temporary chaos. And that's what he did. So again, back to Miller and Joshua. The shit he was saying to Joshua, I never seen Joshua that mad and upset and wanting to do this and wanting to do that. So maybe, just maybe, things are meant to happen. You know, maybe AJ's right. Maybe he doesn't deserve to be in there with AJ. Maybe he never did deserve to be in there with AJ, if you really think about it in retrospect. But I will say this about AJ, you know, the show will continue. You know, it's a good thing because at least the event is saved. I'm just interested to see who it is, but that's towards another video. And he saved the best. The best for last. He said, hey, and Jarrell Miller's mom, I still love you. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Classic shit, guys. Classic shit. He had to, because when mothers get involved, yeah, you know. Brooklyn or not, you don't talk about people's mom. So you know AJ had to go there with it, and that's his last little words of putting the stank on it. You know what I mean? You know, like a virgin used to say. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about AJ's response. Of course, please subscribe. You guys been Counterpunch. Peace.